I ask all of you to wait and hear the truth. They served a search warrant on me, which allowed them to view and photograph my body, including my...
What a wonderful, loving night. What did it mean to you that Elizabeth Taylor...
It was hard for me.
You're on private property. No.
Everyone, telling me they love me and, just turn their back on you in a second.
You're the two most famous people on the planet. Do you like that?
No. It is what it is.
What if I told you some of the most famous people on earth will do anything to escape their own lives? Millions of fans, unlimited money, luxurious mansions, private jets, sold out stadiums. From the inside, fame looks like paradise, but behind the cameras, behind the interviews, behind the perfect social media posts, some of the most famous people on earth were quietly breaking apart. Imagine never having privacy again. Imagine strangers following you everywhere. Imagine millions of people judging your appearance, your relationship, your mistakes every single day. The world loves celebrities until they become human, because fans don't just give people attention. Sometimes it steals their peace, their identity, their mental health, and some of the biggest celebrities in history prove it. From Michael Jackson, Justin Bieber, to Cristiano Ronaldo. So stay seated, because now we're gonna dive deep into the hidden cost, the dark truth of being famous. Michael Jackson became one of the most famous people to ever live. At his peak, people fainted just from seeing him. Entire cities shut down when he appeared in public. But the level of fame he experienced came from extreme isolation. Michael's childhood was controlled by non-stop rehearsal and pressure to perform perfectly. Former interviews and people close to him often described how he missed out on a normal childhood completely. While other kids made friends and played outside, Michael was becoming a global product. And as he grew older, the media became obsessed with him. His appearance, his voice, his behavior, everything became worldwide discussion. People constantly mocked Michael Jackson and turned his personal struggles into their own entertainment. At this point, Michael Jackson reportedly struggled to even go outside normally because crowds and paparazzi would constantly surround him. Imagine losing the ability to walk through a store, eat at a restaurant, and even leave your own house peacefully. Many people believe the intense pressure and isolation deeply affected his mental and emotional well-being. Even though millions loved him, he often appeared incredibly lonely, and maybe that's the tragedy of fame. The world sees the superstar, but forgets the human behind underneath. Now let's talk about Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber became famous at the age when most teenagers are still trying to discover who they are. One viral video changed his life forever, almost overnight. He became one of the most recognized teenagers on earth. At first, fame looked exciting, but eventually, the pressure became overwhelming. Millions of people constantly criticized him online. Every mistake he made as a teenager became worldwide news. When no more teenagers make bad decisions, their school might hear about it. When Justin Bieber made decisions, the entire planet talked. Paparazzi followed him constantly. Fans surrounded him everywhere he went. Social media turned him into a target for non-stop judgment. Justin later admitted that fame seriously affected his mental health and made him feel empty despite having everything people dream of. He openly talked about feeling depressed, overwhelmed, and struggling with pressure at a young age, because growing up famous can interrupt normal emotional development. Celebrities don't always get the chance to mature properly. Instead, they grow up while the entire earth watches carefully. And social media made that pressure even worse. Millions of comments, millions of opinions, millions of strangers feeling entitled to judge every detail of your life. Fame transformed Justin Bieber from a teenager into a public entertainment. Now, Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo represents another side of fame, the pressure to stay perfect forever. Ronaldo became one of the greatest athletes in football history through discipline, obsession, and relentless hard work. But fame at that level creates enormous psychological pressure. Every match is analyzed by millions. Every missed goal trends online. Every emotional reaction becomes headline. And unlike normal people, famous athletes cannot fail privately. One bad performance becomes worldwide discussion within minutes. Social media amplified everything. Millions of fans praise you and attack you. Imagine carrying the expectations of entire countries every time you step foot on a field. The pressure can become mentally exhausting even from the strongest athletes. And despite the fame, the wealth, and success, people often forget celebrities still experience stress, grief, anxiety, and loneliness like every one of us do. Because fame creates a dangerous illusion. The world assumes successful people must automatically be happy, but success and peace are not always the same thing. Michael Jackson, Justin Bieber, Cristiano Ronaldo. 3 different people, 3 different lives are connected by the same invisible bird, fame. The world sees the awards, the money, the followers, the luxury, but rarely sees the isolation, the anxiety, the pressure, the emotional weight of being watched every second of life. And maybe that's the biggest mystery about fame. From outside, it looks like happiness, but sometimes the people admired by millions are struggling silently behind the spotlight. If you guys like more videos just like this one, the fame of celebrities, the downfall of celebrities, how celebrities grew up, how certain things affect the country, the environment, feel free to subscribe for more content just like this one.